Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, this felt like a really good chapter to me as well.
It was. I didn't appreciate it initially, though. I read it and thought that this was probably the weakest chapter of the week.
It feels like it just comes out of nowhere because it's essentially a story about Yaga, the principal of Jujutsu Tech. We start out with him in prison, obviously after the Shibuya incident or so. Or was this after? Oh no, I think he just created Panda. It looks like because he's still like a baby in this moment. And the principal of the other high school walks up to him and is like, "What is that thing?" Because Panda is unique in that like he's a cursed corpse, but he is a cursed corpse that has his own supply of cursed energy, whereas cursed corpses usually rely on the sorcerers that created them and their cursed energy. But Panda's different because he has his own. So
yeah, he's a hard body gangster, and we're gonna find out just how much
yeah,
and why.
So this old man is like, "Do you truly not know how this thing was made?" And Yaga did not snitch at that time. He was like, "No, I don't." And it cuts over to the present. It looks like as he's sitting next to this weird bear thing, bear squirrel shit thing, and this thing calls him Masamichi, which I think is his first name, and he explains
Masamichi.
Yeah,
He looks like a South Park animal or something.
No,
doesn't
Yaga's
he?
name is Masamichi.
Oh fuck!
But this kid's name is Takaru. This South Park monster.
God damn it! The bear looks like a Masamichi. I thought he was saying his own name, like he was a Pokemon or something.
Yeah, like you just go over to the next page. He's like Masamichi.
Masamichi, and he's like, "Oh, hey Masamichi." Like I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's explaining.
I hate
like,
Pikachu. I don't know.
You hate Pikachu?
No, like hey Pikachu. You know?
Okay.
Like
hey Pikachu. But yeah, he explains like, hey Masamichi, everybody's worried about how sad you look. And he said, I told him we should cheer you up. Aren't I a genius? And he gives him a little scritch his little friend.
Oh.
Come over here. And he says, I'm sorry, Takaru, but I can't return for a while. Tell everyone for me. And he's like, don't worry, Master Tengen protects this forest, and your mother will come see you again. Even without me, you'll be fine. And then he goes through this tiny little door in a tree like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, right? And it's so, like, precious, actually.
Yeah, it's really adorable, because then he goes, Masamichi, and he looks behind him, and it looks like there's a bunch of these cursed corpses.
Yeah.
All look goofy, but somewhat adorable. They kind of look like...
That bird looks scary as fuck in the back, though. I don't like his eyes.
Yeah, I mean... He went a little hard on the very sketchy inks for these supposedly adorable characters. They look like Miyazaki monsters, like Spirited Away little designs.
That's the Masamichi crew.
The Masamichi gang.
Yeah. Ooh. Masamichi gang. We got the title.
You think that one's
remember it? Remember it? Remember it? Remember it? Remember it? Remember it? Okay, I think it's locked in.
Okay, so we then cut to where Panda's being held prisoner, and turns out Kusakabe is breaking him out. Kusakabe is a fairly new character. He first showed up in the Shibuya incident, actually, yeah, he basically is like, "Don't tell anyone I helped you. You were caught and used as bait to draw out Yaga, but I owe him. So get out of here. Go on, get. But don't tell anybody it was me."
Yeah. Yeah, don't you go snitching, you fucking panda.
And then we get a little flashback from Yaga from Kusakabe's perspective, and he used to live with his sister, it seems like, and we see that Yaga's like, this guy isn't your nephew. It's just something with your nephew's information, and we see Takaru from earlier, and it turns out that this thing is a cursed corpse made out of the information from Kusakabe's sister's son.
I think that's his son too.
No, that's his sister, right? No, that's Kusakabe's sister. Like, he takes care of her.
But
because he says, like, if you stay hung up on the dead forever, you can't move on to the future. But my younger sister can't go on living without Takeru's support.
Okay.
And he says,
I
that,
see.
you know, this guy isn't your nephew. So I think this is just his sister that he, you know, takes care of and lives with.
Okay.
And, yeah, the little weird monster from earlier, it looks like it's basically a cursed corpse using the information from her son's soul. And, you know, he says something familiar that, you know, he used to say all the time when he was a kid. And his sister just gets up and just hugs the shit out of this thing. And, man, that was sad. That was so a weird touch.
It was sweet. She basically got a chance to kind of say goodbye one last time to her kid without it really being her kid and it being super devastating.
Yeah.
She got some closure, and that was nice. It looked like she needed it. She was in a fucking wheelchair, but then got up with no problem. So,
yeah.
It usually means you're fucking crazy and sickly in the head.
Yeah. It's interesting because, like, he mentions that it looks like this place that he was in earlier seems to be a paradise for all of these lost souls that he's put into bodies.
Man. The best place.
Yeah, the best place. And he goes off, he's like, I hate to do this, Kusakabe. And Kusakabe explains, like, yeah, it must not get out that a fully independent cursed corpse exists. And, you know, they know that he can't live with them. So, you know, he says, I'm grateful. I truly am. And that's how, you know, Masamichi earned his little, his debt with this guy. We then go over to Masamichi. I'm calling him that from now on. I guess I'm too used to calling him Masamichi.
There we go, Masamichi.
The Masamichi. And he runs up on this Jujutsu sorcerer who's just standing on a lamppost all scary. And he's like, where are you going without any cursed corpses, Principal Yaga?
Huh?
And Masamichi is not playing no games.
I'm gonna stop you.
He pulls off his jacket. He's like, to see my son.
Little nigga, what?
He's jacked.
I want to see my child.
My panda child.
And he's like, yeah, man, I'm going to see my kid, and I realize you acting real tough now that Satoru's not around.
Oh, yeah, that was
Mr.
awesome.
Gojo.
So you get real pushy the moment Satoru Gojo's gone, huh?
Yeah, he said, forgot who the fuck I was.
And he says, yes, of course.
Oh, but he didn't forget who he was.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, because the guy mentions, yes, of course. After all, I'm with a veteran sorcerer. And
yes, confirming that he is bitch made, but also prepared.
Mm-hmm. He knew. And then
he knew.
Right to the side, you see Principal Gakuganji just fucking tuning up his guitar. I mean, as much as I hate the guy, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he kind of is the worst, right? He has such a cool power and stuff for him being a horrible person, right?
Yeah, I hate it. He looks a little... I think he got a little beat up, though. He has, like, a little cut on his side. Unless that's...
Oh, yeah. I mean, he didn't... Yeah, look at his head. Why does his head... Never mind. I guess all old Jujutsu sorcerers start forming a thumb head when they get old. What else, man?
Yeah, their heads get corners.
His head is flat on the top. Is it just me?
No. His head definitely has corners on the side.
Something happened. Yes. His head is cylindrical. Cylinder. What's cylindrical? Yes, that's the term. Yes, like this fitted hat. Like it's flat but round. Oh man, yeah.
We gotta get him a fitted, dude. He would look so much doper with a guitar and a fitted, and his weird robe around his side.
His head looked like a snap top toothpaste. You know the shits that are like wide with a wide cap, and you can sit them on the cap standing up.
Yeah.
As opposed to the little twisty one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the top his head fucking looks like.
Yeah. Well, in any case,
it looks like a desk.
He dispatches with Masamichi. It's sad we didn't get to see him fight, but I guess he just rocked him to death. Just like there's a big fucking X-shaped scar on him, and he tells his boy to leave because like he wasn't doing anything anyway. And
yeah,
that's when Masamichi actually just voluntarily gives up the secret behind Panda. Basically, he says you replicate soul information from physical information, then you input the information to a corpse's core. But that isn't enough. You must put cores housing 3 highly compatible souls into one corpse and have the souls simultaneously observe each other or constantly observe each other. Only that will stabilize the souls and give rise to self-awareness, and in 3 months' time, it will achieve self-sustaining cursed energy. Whoa. All right. I'm wondering, like, who's Panda made out of? Who are
that has to be a thing that they explore, because what a waste if it's just 3 souls. Why not let it be something more emotional, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what built the panda?
I think that is the souls of his 3 kids. I think he had 3 kids, they died, and he's just been trying to bring them back, and he brought them back in Panda. That's my theory.
And then that's how he did the other ones, and then he did the other ones after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the order in which like all these things were born, but yeah, I think like Panda was probably the first because he seems like maybe the oldest. I don't know.
That explains what he is. He's not. Yeah, he's not just Panda.
But yeah, that's
my cursed spirit.
That is my theory. And the old man goes, "Why tell me now? Why not before? Why didn't you try to live?" And he basically says, "To curse you, bitch." I'm like, damn, that's a big deal to be cursed in this series.
Mm-hmm. No, it certainly is.
A curse from me to you. And at that moment, that's when Panda finally arrives. And he sees that Masamichi has been defeated / potentially killed. And this old man gets ready to rumble with this panda. He's like, whoa, I gotta square up. And
he throws his little peg of guitar away. You're like,
does he? That's funny. I didn't even notice.
Like he toss. You see how it says toss?
Oh, his guitar's broken.
At the panda too. I don't think he did. I think he just threw it to the side. But I think it'd be really funny if he would just like,
I just realized
threw it at him just for like just because.
Yeah, no, I just noticed his guitar's broken. I guess his guitar got broken in the battle.
Yep, that's how strong this principal guy was. Yeah.
I mean, they're both principals. Makes sense. So Panda just walks past him, and this old man's like, "Why do you not fight? Do you hate me?" And Panda's like, "I'm not like you humans. Human behaviors don't bind pandas," which is such a weird line, like dramatic, but also kind of funny line.
It is really dramatic, for sure. Very mutant-esque.
Yeah.
Very Hickmanian.
Yeah, human behaviors don't bind pandas. Besides, you and Masamichi were on bad terms, and I bet you just acted from orders from above. To me, you're just like a fallen knife.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, he's basically like, whatever. You were just doing what you were trying. Like, probably what you was told. So any anger in you would be displaced. Someone bigger.
It's very mature.
Mm-hmm.
And
then he says,
picturesque.
But remember one thing. Even pandas cry. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
I think that's a metaphor for like, like with all that said, I'll still get upset and probably kill you.
Yeah, at some point.
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind if Panda got revenge.
Kill him. He's a panda, bro. I don't think he's gonna kill anybody.
No, you're right. He's so cute.
I watched a video of a panda bear eating a carrot in one hand, and he had like cantaloupe in the other. He was just munching on the carrot, and it was the cutest shit I've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send it to y'all in the group.
Yeah, panda's adorable. Even this panda, he's cute to a degree.
But however, they do not have a chill nature. You know what I'm saying? Like they're aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not just like, oh, you can't just pull up on a panda and they'll hug you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They are mean. They're still bears.
I thought they were like endangered species because they're fucking lazy as fuck. Isn't that?
I think it's because people overhunt them.
No, like I think at least in Japan, like what I've read, they're just too lazy to have sex. So they're dying from extinction.
Imagine
like that's what I heard.
Well, You could Google
pandas
it.
endangered? Because
I learned that today.
I mean, you learn something new every day. I keep forgetting to get that one drop.
Are pandas endangered because they're incels? Let's ask
them. Probably.
That's such a disrespectful question. Are you endangered because you're an incel? But in any case, the chapter ends with some symbolism as Panda just starts crying. Like, he says, "Wah!" He, like, cries outwardly. And we get these, like, little bugs around the streetlight, but one of them's dead, so I guess we're supposed to take this as Masamichi is, in fact, dead.
What about the Masamichi gang? They got a ride for him, man.
Dude, if the Masamichi gang pulls up...
If the Masamichi gang plus Panda don't smoke the principal, well, I guess it's not personal.
Oh, my God.
Whoever made the call, whoever gave them the okay, that
imagine
person
that?
And or people,
Masamichi
gang better ride.
Imagine walking around the city and then these fucking monsters just start fucking turning up around you. Just corner
and not just regular monsters, happy-go-lucky monsters.
Yeah.
With ties and goofy eyes and shit.
I'd be so...
Wait, hold up, guys. I was looking up reasons why pandas are going extinct, and one of the Google questions were, why are pandas so useless?
Oh my God. Yo, people are so mean.
Panda, he's useless.
Why are people so mean? He just lost his dad.
No, they just asked why pandas in general are useless.
Oh, no.
Like as a species. No, not the character. Yeah, they're like and the answers was pandas are one of evolution's less successful products.
This is actually hurting my feelings. I feel bad for the pandas.
Nah, man, pandas are lit. What you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
They know the key to life. To eat.
Yo, these guys are talking mad shit about pandas right now.
They don't know that panda. They don't know that even pandas cry.
They're every single one of them, right, Brian?
I agree.
I love pandas. You ever seen a red panda? Red pandas are oh my goodness.
I've never seen a red panda.
Dude, you need to see a red panda right now.
Well,
like right now.
Well,
stop the podcast. Look at a fucking red panda right the fuck now.
Baby, look up red pandas.
Okay,
they're so fucking cute. It's insane.
See how it looks.
All right, let's look up red panda. But in the meantime, I guess we should give our thoughts on the chapter. Just so we could.
Oh, it was good. Nah, man, it was kind of out of nowhere. But I feel like this is just that little. He does this. I noticed the author does this. He gives these little backstories, you know what I'm saying? And like that's kind of like these breadcrumbs. So I guess what's gonna happen later on. It's just that with Okotsu, he I guess like he said he had plans to make it a movie, and then it was like nah.
Oh yeah, by the way, Jujutsu Kaisen's off for 3 weeks. So it's not coming back where the rest of the series are coming back. We still have one more week after.
Wait,
that's not a panda. They're foxes, bro.
No, it's a red panda. That's literally a panda.
But they're barely pandas. They literally look like...
No, they're literally pandas. They're like... But they look like a combination of multiple species. You know what I mean?
It looks like
But
Pabu.
they're definitely pandas.
It looks like Pabu from Korra.
Yeah, it looks like
Pabu. Similar to that.
Looks exactly
like
Dude,
they're like little fucking foxes, bro. They're not a bear.
No, they're pandas. They're literally pandas. They're called pandas.
They look like
not a red panda bear.
They look like tanuki.
They do look like
they look like a dog,
is that just squirrel?
A tanuki,
is tanuki Japanese,
and a badger.
Squirrel? Are we weebing right now?
No. Tanuki is a.
Did you just weeb the fuck out, Chris?
I really weebed out.
You weebed the fuck out.
No, tanuki. Tanuki is a. Wait, what the?
Raccoon?
It's a raccoon dog.
But they called it a raccoon dog.
Chopper is constantly mistaken.
So maybe a tanuki is different from a regular raccoon?
Oh, it's a fictional Japanese animal, I guess.
No, it's not a fictional animal. It's an actual animal.
Can you send it to me again?
They are very cute, though. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, they're nice. I'd love to hug one if it didn't, like, eat me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a real... I don't know if it's...
It looks a little on the feral side.
There are nice raccoons out there, you know?
Like...
Yeah, but this is a panda.
Was feral, and this hand was, like, good natured like cats or something. I'm leaning a little bit more that way. You know what I'm saying?
To the rabies?
Yeah, he looks like they had the Raby archetype. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
They're poison type
Sure.
raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like along the same lines of this chapter with Josh, where at first I was like, where did this come from?
Like, okay.
But upon more readings, I was like, oh, this is sweet and sad.
Yeah.
I like
the
Panda.
Masamichi gang really struck a chord in my heart.
For real. It's very interesting. I mean, I feel like there's...
They better ride, Chris. They better ride. They better bring them back. And they better all have cursed tools and talking that shit, man.
Yeah.
They better, man. They better.
Man. I mean, I appreciate this chapter even more than I did when I first read it. Especially talking with you guys about it.
The podcast will do that.
It does do that.
See, guys, you listen to our podcast, you watch our faces as we say words, and it enhances your comic book experience.
Agreed. But yeah, that was Jujutsu Kaisen. Great chapter.
Can I throw out a theory?
Go for it, Brian.
About Jujutsu Kaisen. All right,
what?
I have a theory.
My Hero Academia?
No. I have a theory that a character is gonna come back reincarnated with 3 similar souls. Nobara, this guy who just died, and somebody else.
Masamichi.
I don't care who. Yeah, you just put him, and then they all combine together, and you put them inside of a red panda.
You can't though, because Masamichi is the only one who knows how to do it.
Yeah, but his cursed technique is just so good that he could do it beyond the grave.
Sure, yeah, it transcends.
Well, the old man in theory.
And then he goes into My Hero Academia and travels Bakugo and Kirishima back in time. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. This is the premium content. Y'all niggas get, yo. Free of charge. Every week. The Knicks won 10 of 11 games.
I mean,
the city's hot. The Nets got the 1 seed. The Knicks got the 4. The city's fucking hot right now.
Fuck yes.
Masamichi gang rise. And that theory's solid. It's concrete.
I mean, in theory, the old man now knows how to do it, so...
True.
He's just gonna...
Oh, so he could do it.
Yeah.
See, and now it's based on evidence. This is the theory based on evidence.
You could say...
evidence.
Yeah, all he has to do is find Tucker from Full Metal Alchemist and get to work, you know what I mean?
All right, you lost me, bro.
Show Tucker? He's the guy who combines...
All right, you drove this bus off the highway.
Hey, this apparently series jumps now, so I don't know. But that was Jujutsu Kaisen. Fun chapter.